courier industry is something that took me from flat broke to multiple 5 figures a month. There has to be some investment on your part, because if it's free, you don't value it. If you have to pay for something, you value it and you'll actually spend the time to do it. Hello and welcome. So recently, I've had a lot of people asking me, why do you run a courier mentorship program? Why do you show people how to become a courier? And in this video here today, I'm going to break that down and explain exactly why I show you guys how to do this, what the benefit is for me, and why I got started into this. A little bit of background about me. I've been running my courier business for nearly 5 years now. At the beginning, I was completely flat broke. So I come out of school, I had just 2 GCSEs, went to college for a year, dropped out, didn't like that, and then I started working in McDonald's. Back then, I was 17 years old and making £5 an hour. I'd work a whole day for like £20, £30. Then left that job, moved to Screwfix, got a job there doing warehouse stuff and absolutely hated it. Worked there for less than a year before I quit. Didn't even have another job lined up. I hated it that much, I just quit. I then came across another company and I was working for a plumbing merchant, delivering for them, delivering boilers, radiators, things like this. And I was a delivery driver for them, making around about £70 a day. And it was at this point here that I realized they use something called couriers. And I was speaking to one of the couriers one day that they booked. And I said, how much are they paying you for this delivery? It was like 2-3 hour delivery that he had to do. And he said, around about £200 he was getting paid for that job. And I thought, that's absolutely crazy. I'm working all day, 7-8 hour day, 9 hour day for £70 back then. And he said, yeah, this is what I'm getting paid because I'm doing courier work. So I'd done a little bit of research about this. I realized that you could actually make more money as a courier. So I went out in the evenings, weekends in my car and started doing deliveries and started to make more money. Then I got myself a van, went full time and started my courier business from there. I remember at the beginning, it took me a while to get my first customers, but when I did, I never stopped working. There's been times I've slept in the back of the van. I've done whatever I had to do for my courier business to get it to the point that it's at today. Just over a year ago now, I started posting my story on social media. A lot of people were very interested in what I do and how they get started. And I looked at it 2 ways. The reason I actually started posting my story on social media was to actually attract more customers for my courier business, because I wanted to build the courier business basically. But all the attention I was getting on social media was from people that wanted to know how to start a courier business or that wanted a job as a courier. Okay, I had thousands of messages. The way I looked at it, it wouldn't be possible for me to give every single person a job. As much as I'd love to grow my business, I can't employ 5,000 people a month. Okay, not at the point that I was at, or even the point I'm at now. So I thought, right, what's the best way to add value to my audience? Because my audience isn't the people I thought it would be. It's not the business clients. It's actually individuals that want to become a courier. So how can I add value to these people? So I started to cater my content around these people to give them steps about the courier world, how to get started, how to do this kind of stuff. And then I was speaking to a friend and he said, what you should do is you should put some kind of training together for these people. So that the people that are serious and that really want to do this from your audience can learn how to do it and learn from you, someone that's already done it. And I thought, that's a good idea, but I don't want to charge for this. So I put something together and then I realized that loads of people were using it. However, I wasn't able to actually provide value to every person and work with them directly because of the volume of people. So that's when I realized that I have to kind of introduce some kind of barrier, introduce some sort of pricing so that I'm able to add the value to people. Because if I'm getting 2,000 people joining a week, I can't speak to 2,000 people. Whereas if I add a barrier to entry, add some kind of price, add some kind of investment from someone else, then that frees up my time to be able to work with that person directly, which is why we put our program in place. A lot of people think that, it's just something that we're doing to squeeze money out of our audience, but it's not. It's a mission. It's a goal that we're working on. Something we're putting in place to try and help other people, to show them the courier industry, because the courier industry is something that took me from flat broke, absolutely flat broke, to multiple 5 figures a month. So who am I to keep that information to myself? If it took me from the position I hated being in to where I am today, I think it's only right that I share that information with other people. I just wanted to come on here, basically talk about that and why I put the program in place. It's not to charge, it's not to make money. It's to give you guys the value that you want. But there has to be some kind of barrier to entry. There has to be some investment on your part, because if it's free, you don't value it. If you have to pay for something, you value it and you'll actually spend the time to do it. And that's kind of why we set it up, really, guys. I'm going to wrap up that video here. I just thought I'd come on and touch on that topic there quickly. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and adios.